This week, an animal rights politician is elected in Switzerland. Walmart bans live fish sales. Eating vegan food can boost erections by nearly 500%. And IKEA launches a meat-free Christmas menu. All this and more on Live Kindly's weekly vegan news. If you're new to our channel, you can subscribe by hitting the leaf icon in the bottom right corner of the video. Click the bell icon to turn on notifications. And please be sure to like and comment below. Paul McCartney released an anti-vivisection music video. The animated music video features McCartney's 1993 song Looking for Changes, which protests experiments on lab animals. The music video features a cat, a rabbit, and a monkey escaping a lab right before they're experimented on. They join McCartney in a protest against vivisection on Capitol Hill. "I'm looking for changes that will continue the momentum of getting animals out of laboratories," McCartney said in a statement. "Experiments on animals are unethical. They're a colossal failure and a waste of time and money. We can and must do better." The song comes just 1 month after Congresswoman Lucille Roybal-Allard urged the National Institutes of Health to reduce animal testing. Earlier this year, the NIH announced that it would replace animals in the drug and chemical toxicity testing process with cruelty-free methods. However, the number of animals currently used in biomedical is not public. The Animal Welfare Act only protects about 5% of animals used in labs. The federal law excludes birds, mice, rats, and cold-blooded animals. Eating vegan food can boost erections by nearly 500%, according to a study featured in the documentary The Gamechangers. The film dismantles the myth that athletes need meat in order to be at the top of their game. It was produced by Academy Award-winning director James Cameron, as well as Lewis Hamilton, Jackie Chan, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. In the film, 3 college athletes took part in a study focused on erections. They each wore a pair of rings on their penis, one on the base and one on the tip. The rings tracked the strength, longevity, and the number of erections they had over 2 nights. On the first night, they were each fed a meat burrito. On the second, they ate plant-based burritos. The first athlete witnessed a nearly 9% increase in the strength of his erection on the second night, and a 303% increase in the time it lasted for. For the second athlete, results showed a nearly 500% increase in the number of minutes his erection lasted after eating plant-based foods. The third athlete witnessed a 312% increase in the number of minutes his erection lasted. He also witnessed a 13% change in hardness. Former lead delegate of the American Urological Association, Dr. Aaron Spitz, conducted the study. He said, "When I think of a manly man, I think of someone who has strength, endurance, sexual prowess, and fertility." He added, "What the scientific studies are showing is that the more meat men eat, the more quickly they lose their manly manhood." In April 2018, Cameron told the Star newspaper he'd like to give Viagra a run for its money. He said, "I'd love to put Viagra out of business, just by spreading the word on plant-based eating." Coming up, Switzerland elects an animal rights politician. Coming soon. Apparel by Live Kindly. Sign up using the link in the description to get 10% off your first order. A new vegan food, drink, and agriculture initiative kicks off at Ireland University's College Cork in January, called the Smart Protein Project. It's backed by nearly €10 million from the European Commission, as well as food and drink companies. Researchers will work together with industry experts to develop a new range of vegan products. Brands working with UCC include pasta maker Berea, brewer Anheuser-Busch InBev, global seafood brand Thai Union, and global nutrition group Glanbia. It will be led by UCC's School of Food and Nutritional Sciences. The first range is expected to launch as soon as 2025. UCC aims to develop vegan cheese, yogurt, meat, seafood, and bakery products. Dr. Emmanuel Zanini, Smart Protein Project leader, told Live Kindly that protein is an indispensable part of the human diet. He said, "Global food production is the largest pressure caused by humans on Earth, threatening local ecosystems and the stability of the Earth system. Providing a growing global population with healthy diets from sustainable food systems is therefore an immediate challenge." At the University of Sheffield, sustainability classes are now mandatory. The university will embed the Education for Sustainable Development program into the curriculum for every single course at the university. It encourages major changes in knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes to help shape a more sustainable future. The president and vice chancellor of the university, Professor Cohen Lambert, said, "Whether our students go on to become doctors, engineers, scientists, economists, or historians, we want them to be equipped with the knowledge, skills, values, and attributes they need to work and live in a sustainable way." New research shows that one dairy farmer leaves the industry every week. The UK's Agriculture and Horticulture Development Board, a levy board funded by farmers, surveyed major milk buyers to learn more about the industry. The board discovered there are around 8,820 dairy producers in Great Britain. This figure has dropped by 30 to 35 farmers since February. The number of dairy cows in England has also declined. Statistics from June showed that the population of dairy cows who are more than 2 years old has dipped by 1.1%. Dairy farmers saw their profits drop by 50% between 2018 and 2019, Farming UK reports. A survey released at the Dairy Show found that comparable farm profits went from 5.9 pence per litre to 2.69 pence per litre in the year leading up to March 2019. While cow's milk falls out of favour with the public, more people reach for plant-based milk. Mintel data shows that around a quarter of British people now drink vegan milk. Dairy-free milk categories are soaring. Oat milk volume sales grew 71% between 2017 and 2018. Swiss animal rights politician Meret Schneider has been elected to the National Council. Schneider initiated the proposal to ban factory farming earlier this year and is a co-founder of the animal rights think tank Sentience Politics. She received 60,083 votes in the national election, taking the 5th seat. The Green Party made strong gains in the election.
Meanwhile, Green parties have surged ahead in Switzerland's parliamentary elections. Their gains reflect voters' concerns over climate change, seen as the dominant issue in this election.
Earning a total of 28 seats, 13.2% of the votes, compared to its previous 11. "I'm at a loss for words," Schneider told Blue Win. "I really did not expect to be elected." Last September, Schneider and other campaigners submitted more than 100,000 signatures for a proposed bill that would ban factory farming nationwide. 50% of all piglets raised in Switzerland are slaughtered without ever seeing the sky, she said. Over 80% of the chickens kept in Switzerland never stay on a meadow in their life, and already reach slaughter weight when they are only 30 days old. The initiative was first introduced in June 2018 and aims to amend Article 80A of the Federal Constitution. Supporters also argue that factory farming contributes to climate change, water scarcity, and hunger. Parliament will discuss the proposal ahead of a nationwide vote on the ban. Coming up, U.S. Air Force bases now serve the Beyond Burger. Walmart is discontinuing the sale of live fish. The world's largest retailer once sold live fish at an estimated 1,700 stores. But in a conference call with its suppliers earlier this year, Walmart announced that it would no longer offer fish or aquatic plants. Pet Business, the most trusted name in the pet industry, reports the move began in March, but individual store managers were given the choice to decide on when to remove the tanks. Walmart accounted for a large share of the live fish market, about 30%. Pet Business speculated that Walmart's decision could have a significant negative impact on aquarium supplies manufacturers. Several experts have pointed out that whether humans are using them as food or pets, fish are typically excluded from our moral circle, but they are actually much smarter than we think. Because fishes inhabit vast, obscure habitats, science has only begun to explore below the surface of their private lives. They are not instinct-driven or machine-like. Ecologist Jonathan Balcombe, author of the 2016 book What a Fish Knows, said in an interview with the New York Times, "Their minds respond flexibly to different situations. They are not just things. They are sentient beings with lives that matter to them. A fish has a biography, not just a biology." The U.S. Air Force is adding Beyond Meat to the menu at military bases across the country. U.S. Air Force Services is partnering with Florida-based chain BurgerFi and Pennsylvania-based Salad Works. Millennial demand is driving the shift toward more plant-based options. A younger, more socially aware demographic is in service, Mike Baker from the Air Force Services Center told Fox Business. Additionally, the type of food provided to previous generations are no longer relevant. We looked at the food trends across the US, and we can all agree that quality food and a variety of food sustainability are very important to today's consumer, especially the demographic that enters the military service 18 to 24 years old. The restaurants will provide food for approximately 700,000 military personnel and their families living on U.S. military bases. According to the Military Family Advisory Network, this includes around 1/3 of all U.S. military families. IKEA UK is ditching turkey in favor of a meat-free Christmas menu. Instead of meat, the Swedish furniture giant will offer a vegan root vegetable tarte tatin, as well as vegan mince pies. The vegetable tart features flaky puff pastry topped with glazed root veggies and thyme, and Brussels sprouts on the side. The new offerings are part of IKEA's mission to offer more affordable, planet-friendly food. As part of our commitment to supporting our customers to live healthier and more sustainable lives, we have decided to launch our first ever meat-free Christmas in our restaurants, IKEA said in a statement. We know that Christmas dinners are an important part of the festive season, and we really want to encourage our customers to try something new this year. Both our meat-free dishes are packed full of flavor to showcase how more sustainable options can be just as tasty. The turkey-free Christmas menu is yet another step toward IKEA serving more sustainable food. According to a press release, 50% of the hot meals served at IKEA's restaurants are now vegan or vegetarian. That's it for today. What do you think of the dairy industry losing farmers? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'll see you again next week for Live Kindly's weekly vegan news.